like a little bitty spot. I ain't coming down, no, never, I'm not. High mountain top, high mountain top.
Hey, welcome everyone to another edition of Voices from the First Frontier. When we think of a boomeranger, somebody who has lived here, moved away, has come back, made investments, started up businesses, we're really thinking of John Russell. And today we're in Tyrone, northern Blair County, and we're joined with John, and we wanted to learn about his business. John has done so many interesting things. John, you're a boomeranger, you're a serial entrepreneur. You've started up so many businesses. You're born and raised here in northern Blair County, and you moved away, done a lot of great things. We're really glad to be here with you today, and tell us a little about your story on the personal front.
Great, yeah. So I was raised here in Tyrone. I graduated from Tyrone High School in 2004. And after high school, I decided to move away. I started working in the wireless industry, selling cell phones for a franchise owner that had some locations in the Pittsburgh market. And the intention was to start school thereafter, but I ended up, loving what I was doing and really got the itch to start my own business.
So you're over in Pittsburgh. Then you made a decision that you were going to reinvest in Blair County. Yep. and build different types of businesses. Yep. Tell us about that experience. So how did that happen? What was that decision point when you said, you know what, I'm gonna start really investing back in Blair County?
Yeah, so I always knew I wanted to come back to Tyrone and invest in the community and bring my business back to this area. I own service businesses around the country. I own wireless businesses around the country. I have so many different businesses, and each one of them needs back office resources. Mm-hmm. So rather than building a lot of back offices all around the country that are doing accounting and marketing and finance, legal, all those different things, we decided why not have those businesses operate the front end of the business and pull all of our back end resources into one operation.
Tell us about the experience of bringing talent back. Have you found it to be difficult, or has the talent that you're bringing back into the area, sort of see this environment as a great place to live and work?
Yeah, so we always like to try to hire locally first and get people that live in the area before going outside of the area for people. So we have the unique advantage here where we can recruit people from State College, from Altoona. We have people from Clearfield. We have people from Johnstown. We have people from Du Bois. We have people from Center Hall. We have people from Lewistown. We have people driving from all over because we're so centrally located. When we can't find somebody in the local area for a position, we've definitely brought some people in that have relocated to the central PA market. When you bring somebody to this area and they see the changes happening and what we're doing, they want to be part of it.
Yeah, and in the environment, we're what we're seeing in other companies is, folks that are coming in, they want to be in a mountain experience. They want the Four Seasons. Yep. They want a lifestyle that's a little bit more manageable, I think, than some of the bigger cities, or they've had it with the bigger cities and they want to come back. Has that been some of your experience?
Totally, yeah. I like being able to be in the country with mountains and outdoor stuff, and it's much more relaxing living in an environment like we have here. But it's great to be able to take a weekend trip to New York City or take a weekend trip to Pittsburgh and get that experience but not have to live in it.
Yep. Let's talk about the buildings here too, because not only are you bringing the jobs back, you're changing the landscape of a block that has been for essentially underutilized. Yep. And you're beginning to max it out in a way that's really meaningful here for Tyrone and northern Blair County. Tell us about the buildings and what that experience has been like when you saw the opportunities within the buildings.
When you take and you look at how much money you're spending in rent in a place like Pittsburgh, and you look at a place like Tyrone and see how far that money will go as far as revitalizing old buildings, and the amount of space we have here compared to what that would cost in a city, it was a no-brainer for us to come back. So we bought the buildings, we put all new windows in all the buildings. And you find things in these 100-year-old buildings as you're tearing them apart.
It's always an adventure
But
when you
is.
get into the adaptive reuse.
It is.
Space.
It is. But I'll tell you what, when people come to work and they see what we've done to the building, they love to be part of that. We're actually putting a coffee shop in the downstairs of one of these buildings, open to the public.
Is that an announcement? You're making that announcement
making that
here?
announcement
Okay, great.
here. Yeah.
Breaking news. Voices from the First Frontier coffee shop coming to Tyrone. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You're based here. It's a great place to live and work, and you're serving essentially a global market. I mean, you're definitely all national, but there's no limitations to where the market that you can serve.
Yeah, and with technology, you no longer need to be in a major metro. That you can build these ecosystems in these small communities, and with all the technology that exists today, you can communicate like you're sitting across the table for someone. So for us, it's a no-brainer.
What's so important about our history of Blair County born businesses here is that they also have a proclivity to give back, because community is important. So when you grow your business here, you also want to make sure the community is strong. And
that's probably the most exciting part for me. If I didn't have a brother who was also a CPA and accountant, I would probably give all the money away. So this year, for example, in Tyrone, we did a backpack giveaway. Well, not just Tyrone, in all of our locations across the country, we gave away 3,000 backpacks in 4 hours. And there's so many events that happen already, and just being able to participate and sponsor and help in as many ways as we can.
John, we are very lucky that you decided to come back to your hometown, bring your businesses with you, invest and redevelop these buildings. They're beautiful. I mean, we love being here, love sharing the time with you. If folks want to get in touch with you and learn more about your empire of businesses here that you're creating, where do they find you?
Yeah, so you can find us at www.emgbrands.com or on Facebook at EMG Brands.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, John, for being here and hosting us. Again, we love coming here and learning all about it. As always, if you have a voice that you would like to recommend for a future edition of Voices from the First Frontier, you can visit our website at abcdcorp.org, or you can always like us on Facebook at First Frontier Blair County, and that will help you stay in touch with all of the various news and sharings that we have about the First Frontier in the community. So we make sure you log on and do that. So John, once again, thanks for being here, and as always, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.